Imagine walking down a street minding your own business when suddenly your face is scanned, flagged, and you're arrested, all because of a machine's mistake. Sounds like science fiction? It's already happening, and it's only going to get worse. Welcome to Tech Science Insights. If you're fascinated by future technology and how it's reshaping our world, sometimes in terrifying ways, make sure to subscribe and join us as we uncover the truth behind the machines. Let's dive in. What is facial recognition and how it works? Facial recognition is a biometric technology that identifies or verifies a person using their face. Cameras capture your facial features, the distance between your eyes, the shape of your nose, the contour of your jaw, and convert this information into a digital face print. It's used for unlocking phones, tagging friends on social media, and even streamlining airport security. But this same technology is now being deployed by law enforcement, governments, and private corporations to track, identify, and monitor individuals, often without their consent. What's terrifying is that this system doesn't need your permission. If your face is in a public database, you're already a part of this massive surveillance machine. Even if you've never committed a crime, the algorithm might still mark you as a suspect. And here's where things start to go wrong. The technology isn't perfect. In fact, it's dangerously flawed. Facial recognition systems are often trained on biased datasets, meaning they're more accurate on white male faces than on women and people of color. This has already led to wrongful arrests and serious injustices. In one documented case in the US, a Black man was arrested and jailed based on a false facial recognition match. He had never even been near the crime scene. Real-world disasters caused by AI misidentification. You might think this kind of error is rare, but it's not. In Detroit alone, several false arrests have been tied to facial recognition mistakes. In the UK, police trials showed an 81% inaccuracy rate, yet they still ran the tech in public events. In China, facial recognition is linked with the government's extensive surveillance of the Uyghur Muslim minority. The system doesn't just recognize faces. It tracks religious beliefs, social behavior, and even emotions. What's scarier is that these mistakes are not easily challenged. If the algorithm says you're guilty, you'll have a hard time convincing anyone otherwise. And as these systems integrate with criminal databases, CCTV footage, and even drones, a single misidentification can spiral into a full-blown nightmare. Imagine being followed, questioned, detained, or denied entry to your own office building, just because a camera got it wrong. Even hospitals and schools have begun testing facial recognition to monitor attendance or behavioral risks. This means that even children are being fed into this system, without fully understanding what it means. The global expansion of face surveillance. Over 100 countries are now using facial recognition technology. In places like Russia, it's used to track protesters. In India, it's used to identify troublemakers. Even democratic governments like those of the US and UK are embracing the tech, often under the radar, through partnerships with private surveillance companies. In the US, companies like Clearview AI scraped billions of images from the internet to create massive facial databases, without asking for anyone's permission. These databases are now being sold to law enforcement agencies. Your online photos, LinkedIn headshots, Facebook memories, they're all part of the system now. And in the private sector, stores are using facial recognition to track customers and detect shoplifters. But what if you're wrongly labeled as suspicious? You won't know, you won't be told, but the system will follow you. From store to store, airport to airport. Now imagine these systems being hacked. Facial data, unlike passwords, can't be changed. If your face print is stolen, it's compromised for life. Predictive policing and the future of facial tech. Here's where it gets even more dystopian. Facial recognition is increasingly being paired with predictive policing. Systems that use AI to forecast crimes before they happen. This isn't science fiction. These technologies already exist. They monitor your movements, track your associations, and flag you as a future threat. Based on your location, appearance, and even social media activity, AI systems can put you on a watch list. It sounds like something out of Minority Report, but it's real. In cities like Chicago and Los Angeles, these tools have already been tested. Now imagine these predictions being wrong, based on biased data, outdated models, or flawed logic. And once you're in the system, getting out is nearly impossible. Facial recognition becomes not just a tool of surveillance, but a weapon of control, public resistance, and bans. Thankfully, not everyone is okay with this. Civil rights groups have been fighting back, and several cities, including San Francisco and Boston, have banned facial recognition for law enforcement use. Tech giants like IBM and Microsoft have stepped away from selling facial recognition to police. But other companies, including Amazon, continue to push forward. Privacy advocates argue that without strict regulation, these systems will become the backbone of mass surveillance. And they're right. Once deployed, facial recognition is hard to scale back. Governments rarely give up such power. It will take widespread awareness, legal reform, and strong pushback from the public to ensure this tech is used ethically, if at all. But are we too late? That's the question we must ask. We are entering a world where we no longer need to be watched by people. Machines do it faster, quieter, and more persistently. You don't feel it, you don't see it. But you're already inside a digital cage. Your face is your ID, your passport, your key, and now, potentially, your sentence. Facial recognition gone wrong is not just a technological glitch, it's a human rights crisis. And if we don't act now, the mistakes of the machines will become the sentences of the innocent. So, what do you think? Should facial recognition be banned, or can it be fixed with better rules? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, stay aware, stay safe, and remember, the future is watching you.